Hi, you guys. My name is Miss Whitaker, and today we will be talking about reaching a personal health goal. The topic for today is personal health goals, and it's focusing on standard 2.6.1, which means to describe various ways to reach a personal health goal. Today we will be learning how important it is to set personal health goals for ourselves and the many different ways that we can achieve these. I hope you guys enjoy this lesson.
Today, our objectives are the students will be able to classify reasonable health goals, the students will be able to determine a health goal specific to them, and the students will be able to identify that there is more than one way to reach a personal health goal.
Before we move any further in the lesson, I do want to show y'all just a very short but informational video on healthy versus unhealthy food. And this is only because so many people's personal health goal does pertain somehow to their diet, which of course I'm not stating that all health goals have to do with what you eat, but I do think that this is important to note the difference since it could help you reach your personal health goal.
What is it? It's soft drink. Oops, it's unhealthy. Diet choice. Think before you eat.
Kids, these are junk food. It's a term for food containing high levels of calories from sugar and fat with less protein, vitamins, or minerals. Excess calories from fast food meals can cause weight gain. This may lead towards obesity. So kids, think before you eat. Kids, these are healthy food. Having a healthy lifestyle, eating well, and being physically active helps you to build strong bones, grow and develop healthily, improves your concentration at school, maintain a healthy weight, helps you to be alert and active. So kids, eating these food will make you strong and healthy.
Thank you. Like and subscribe.
Okay, so once again, not all personal health goals does have to do with your diet, but I do think that is very important for us to know and to think about going forward while we are setting personal health goals for ourselves. Hope you enjoy the rest of the lesson. Hey boys and girls, my name is Miss Monroe, and today I'm going to continue talking about setting a personal health goal and reaching and accomplishing that health goal. So what you need to know today is that a health goal is something that needs to be achievable for you and your body type. So this health goal needs to support your overall health and benefit you in some way. So I think that it's very important to point out here is that a health goal that you set for yourself might be very different than one I set for myself. For example, all of you are in the second grade, and I am a grown woman. So what I want to accomplish will not be the same for all of you who still have growing bodies. So next, I'll present the students with examples of health goal for kids that are their age. Like I said, all of you second graders, something that would be achievable for y'all would be to eat more fruits and vegetables, to exercise more, spend less time in front of a screen, and things like that. So there are many different health goals, and once again, they vary from person to person. And this is okay. This is something that is good. So like I stated earlier, not all health goals have to be something extreme, like losing weight or getting a six-pack. It could be something very as simple as eating more vegetables. Something like not eating dessert every single dinner, or just spending less time in front of a screen and using that time that you're saving to go out and exercise, even if it's just something as simple as walking every day. So in our next activity directions, Miss Lindsay will give you a QR code to scan to watch this video, but I'm going to go ahead and play it for us, and I think that you all will love it very much and learn a lot from it.
No matter how hard we try, there will always be days when we feel totally overwhelmed. When it happens, it can be hard to stay motivated to reach our goals. Find your motivation and get back on track in 5 simple steps. 1. Define your goals. It's hard to stay motivated when your goals are vague and undefined, so be detailed and set SMART goals. That is, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. 2. Prioritize your goals. Finding meaning and purpose is key to maintaining motivation, so be sure to connect your goals to aspects of life that are fundamentally satisfying. When deciding which goals are most important to you, pay special attention to how attainable each goal is according to time, financial, and personal resources. 3. Make an action plan. Break your goals down into meaningful tasks that can be easily accomplished on a regular basis. To maintain motivation and track progress, write down the individual steps to success, crossing each one off as you complete it. 4. Get support. No matter your goal, the road to success is a team effort. Surround yourself with people who are positive and motivated to accomplish their own goals. 5. Treat yourself. Create rewards and incentives for reaching your goals. Go ahead, celebrate. You've earned it. Remember to embrace uncertainty and discomfort. The greatest barrier to finding motivation and maximizing your potential is your comfort zone. Great things happen when you step outside the box.
Okay, so I love that video so much. I hope you all did too. And in a little bit, we are going to get to talk about the video. But for now, I would like to share my 2 main takeaways that I think is really important while we're all trying to reach these health goals is to 1, to surround yourself with people that also have set goals for themselves and y'all are all trying to reach them together. Now, this could be someone that's just your friend. It's one of your classmates here in this class, or it could be a family member, your parent. It doesn't matter. But these people will keep you accountable, which means that they will make sure you're staying on track and doing what you're supposed to be doing. And through this, you will be able to reach your health goal. And the next thing that I really liked from the video was how they mentioned to make a checklist. It is so important to remember to reward yourself along the way. And people get so caught up on only being pleased with themselves when they're at their final end goal. But that can really weigh you down. So that's why I think it's really important to just make sure to just reward yourself for the little things that you do along the way, which it also stated that in the video, and have an actual checklist so this way that you can mark stuff off as you're doing them. So I have a question for us to go over, and the question is, why is it important to set personal health goals? So I want you all to take about 8 seconds to think about your answer to this question. Okay, so hopefully y'all all had a little bit of time to think there, and it's okay if we all have different answers as to why it's important to set these health goals, but I just have some 3 main points that I would like for us to talk about, and that is 1, they will make you feel better, 2, they will help your body, and 3, you will feel accomplished after you complete them. So the first point, they will make you feel better. They will make you feel better not only physically, but mentally and emotionally. So these personal health goals should benefit you. And after you have accomplished them, you will feel better in one of these aspects that I just mentioned. It doesn't matter which one specifically. If your personal health goal is just to meditate every day, then that would probably really help your physical and emotional state of mind. So it doesn't always have to be something physical, just something that helps you overall. But more specifically, onto the next point is that they will help your body. So, my personal health goal that I've set is just to go outside and breathe more fresh air and exercise more. So, through this, that will help my body in the long run and keep me more healthy. And the last point is that you will feel accomplished after you complete them. You will feel a sense of self-accomplishment. And I think that that is so important for us to remember and to be proud of ourselves when we do accomplish these personal health goals, because they are something that we have set for ourselves and something that we're going to strive to achieve. And lastly, we need to remember that there is not one straight path to achieving a health goal. There are many different ways for people to accomplish these. So once again, I'm going to use the example that my personal health goal and one of your personal health goals will look very, very different on our path to achieving these. The way that I need to lose weight might not be the same that someone else needs to lose weight. For example, if we're going with that, for me, maybe I would just need to exercise more, but I could keep my diet the same. For another person, maybe they would just need to change their diet, but not exercise near as much as someone else. So once again, it's just really important to remember that there is not one straight path, and do not compare your path to someone else's. So students, I hope you've all enjoyed this. I hope you've all learned something, and now we're going to move on to the activities where we will continue to learn about reaching a personal health goal.
For activity number 1, you're going to split the class up into small groups of 4 to 5 students, and you're going to hold up a flashcard that has a health goal written on it. And at this time, you're going to let the students decide if that health goal is reasonable or if it is not reasonable. Next, if any of the students disagree, let them have a discussion about where they would explain their reasoning. So why do they think it's not reasonable, or why do they think it is reasonable? Next, you're going to give an example, and let's say if the flashcard has a 30-year-old woman wants to lose 20 pounds in 1 week. Ask your students, do you think this is a reasonable goal, or do you think it's not a reasonable goal? Obviously, that's not a reasonable health goal, so you will have them explain why it's not reasonable. For activity number 2, your goal chart. Give students time to brainstorm ideas for a health goal for themselves. And then you're going to let the students partner up so that they can discuss which goal they decided on and why they chose that goal. Third, you're going to instruct the students to discuss the steps they will need to take in order to achieve their health goal. And then you'll have your students fill in the My Goal chart right here with their goals and their steps so that they can have it to hold in their hands and that they can see it and remind themselves with it. For activity number 3, your students will scan this QR code to watch the video, Set Your Health and Wellness Goals. Split the class up into their small groups from activity 1 and pass out the word sort cards. The students will then take turns drawing a main idea card, which has a personal health goal on it. The students then have to decide which all are the steps that someone could take in order to reach this main health goal.
Hello everybody, my name is Allie, and we're going to go over the review portion of our personal health goal lesson plan. So the topics listed below are things we need to make sure our students completely understand before moving on in the lesson or heading towards the assessment. So a health goal should be something that is made for you. It should be about your body type and your specific goals and overall health. At the end of the day, it should benefit you in some way, which is why it's important not to compare your health goal to other people's health goal, because every goal is made specifically for that person. Health goals should make you feel better. It should help your body type. And then after you achieve them, you should feel a sense of accomplishment. There's not one way to accomplish a health goal. There's not a timeline to accomplish it. Everyone will be different. Everyone will achieve their goal at different times. So it's important not to compare your progress to other people's progress.
For the first activity, the teacher will be able to assess the students based on if they determine the health goals reasonable or not. For the second activity, the teacher will be able to assess the students' My Health Goals chart and determine if they picked an appropriate health goal for themselves. For the third and final activity, the teacher will be able to assess the students by seeing if they understand that there are several ways to reach a personal health goal based on how they sort their cards.